Sponsorship in F1 is a huge deal, and alcoholic sponsors have been a part of that for a long time. In today's video, we're going to be covering some of the history behind these alcoholic brands and their sponsorship in F1, covering some of the most iconic and most impactful in the history of F1. Starting off with Martini and Rossi, or just better known as Martini. They sponsored Brabham Racing all the way back in 1975 as their title sponsor from 75 until 1977, which gave us the iconic striped look that we again saw come back to life on the 2014 to 2018 Williams car. They were also a sponsor for Ferrari from 2006 to 2008, but they were not a title sponsor and can just barely be seen on the front nose of that Ferrari. Moving on, we have Guinness, one of the very well-known names in the community of alcoholic beverages. They were a title sponsor for March Engineering all the way back in 1981 with a simple black look and their logo on their rear wing. Next up, we have Johnnie Walker, which is a whiskey brand that has been a long-term sponsor of McLaren. All the way back from 2006 to 2011, they were a sponsor for them, appearing on the rear wing of their cars, taking a break until 2014, and then resuming that partnership from 2014 to 2017, appearing just behind the front suspension on those cars. Additionally, they were also a sponsor for Force India in 2017, appearing on the rear wing of those cars. But interestingly, Force India has had a long-standing relationship with alcoholic beverage companies. In 2015 to 2016, they had Smirnoff appearing on the rear wing of their car for those seasons. In fact, Force India has been supported by alcoholic companies since its inception. From its very first season, it was sponsored by Royal Challenge, a whiskey brand that was owned by United Spirits, a conglomerate of whom Vijay, the former Force India owner, was a chairman of. That was until 2013 when a company by the name of Diageo, who owns many other alcohol brands, including Smirnoff, purchased the company. Which is, of course, why from 2015 and on, we see Smirnoff and other brands owned by Diageo being put on the car. Another sponsor that's been around in the past 10 years is Singa, a pale Thai lager that is currently available in 53 countries. It sponsors the likes of Red Bull from 2010 to 2015, although easy to miss on their car as it's just a small logo on their front wing. In recent seasons, they've sponsored Ferrari in 2018 before moving on to sponsor its sister team Alfa Romeo for the past 2 seasons. You can also see their logo on the front wing of that car. Finally, the latest sponsor to be in F1 has been Estrella Galicia. This is a personal sponsor of Carlos Sainz and has followed him to every team that he's moved to since his start in F1. You'll likely recognize the name from the 2020 McLaren. The name was posted on the halo and can be seen of all the driver cameras as they were showing hot laps. While I didn't cover every company that's been in F1, I tried to cover some that have had the biggest impact or been with a team for a long amount of time. Ones like Martini that have had their own livery, or ones like Johnnie Walker who have been with McLaren for a long time. But what do you guys think about alcoholic sponsors in F1? Should they stay on cars? Should teams be free to put whoever they want on? Or should they be similar to tobacco type sponsorships? Many countries, including some of the ones that F1 visit, actually have prohibitions on alcoholic advertising. Specifically, like Russia, when F1 visits the Russian GP, any company or any team that has an alcoholic sponsor on their car has to remove it. For example, we see in 2017 with the Martini logo, the Williams car had to have Martini removed from the side and the rear wing to comply with Russia's laws. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in your comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.